Hi friends, welcome to the channel Dinesh. Here we are discussing about vital signs. We are starting from the beginning. So all the basics things we are starting now. First one is vital signs, in that temperature. Around 80% questions will be easy for you, that is sure. So please try to follow from basics. So it is especially for practicing remains examinations. So best wishes. We'll start temperature uh, related questions and answers. Body temperature related questions and answers. Back to basics. That is vital signs. We are starting temperature. So first questions we will see. The most appropriate definition of vital signs is. The most appropriate definition of vital signs is signs and symptoms of a disease, an indication of basic body functioning, a part of human composition, physiology and anatomy. Correct answer is an indication of basic body functioning. Vital signs means an indication of basic body functioning. Definition: vital signs are clinical measurements, specifically pulse rate, temperature, respiratory rate, and blood pressures, that indicate the state of a patient's essential body functions. Vital signs are clinical measurements, specifically pulse rate, temperature, respiratory rate, and blood pressure, that indicates the state of patient's essential body functioning. Next question. The brain structure that regulates body temperature. The brain structure that regulates body temperature: medulla, sebaceous glands, hypothalamus, vernix area. So all of you know the correct answer, that is hypothalamus. Hypothalamus regulates body temperature. When your hypothalamus senses that you are too hot, it sends signal to your sweat glands to make you sweat and cools you off. When your hypothalamus senses you are too hot, your body is too hot, in that time it sends signal to your sweat glands to make you sweat, and that will make your body cool. So that is the one function. And the same time, when the hypothalamus senses that you are too cold, so your body is too cold, then it sends signals to your muscles that make you shiver, and it will create warmth. So when your body is in a cold temperature, so that time hypothalamus sends signals to your muscles. It will make shivering. So that time you in your body it will create temperature or heat that will make your body warm. So this is the two functions of hypothalamus to control body temperature. So it is called maintaining homeostasis. Next question. When obtaining an oral temperature after requesting the patients to open the mouth, the probe is gently inserted into. When obtaining an oral temperature after requesting the patient to open the mouth, the probe is gently inserted into anterior sublingual cavity, lateral sublingual density, superior lingual mucosity, posterior sublingual pocket. Correct answer is posterior sublingual pocket. So we are placing the thermometer below the tongue. So that place is known as posterior sublingual pocket. Fourth question. Which time of the day would we have the lowest temperature reading? Which time of the day would we have the lowest temperature reading? 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., 4 a.m. to 6 a.m., 8 p.m. to 12 midnight, 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. The lowest temperature reading during the daytime. So that will be between 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. The lowest temperature reading in our body will be in between 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. Body temperature normally fluctuates over the day following circadian rhythms, with the lowest levels around 4 a.m. and the highest in the late afternoon between 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Highest level of body temperature in between 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. but same time lowest level of temperature between 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. Fifth question, temperature is the measurement of. Temperature is the measurement of core body heat, measurement of balanced body heat, measurement of heat loss by the body, measurement of heat gain by the body. Correct answer is measurement of balanced body heat. Temperature is the measurement of balanced body heat. Body temperature represents the balance between heat production and heat loss. Next question. Core body temperature is found in. Core body temperature is found in the blood supplying organs, tissues, hair, nail. Core body temperature is found in the blood supplying organs, tissues, hair, nail. Correct answer, the blood supplying organs. Core body temperature is found in the blood supplying organs. Core body temperature is found in the blood supplying organs such as brain and those in the abdominal and thoracic cavities. Core temperature may be affected by intrinsic factors and to a lesser degree extrinsic environmental factors. So, core body temperature is mainly affected by internal body functioning, that is heat productions, metabolic rate, this and all related. It will directly affect the core temperature. But external environmental temperature variation will not affect the core temperature usually, but in extreme condition it will affect the core temperature also. Seventh question, which temperature assessment route is the most accurate? Which temperature assessment route is the most accurate? Oral, axillary, rectal, all of the above. Correct answer is rectal temperature. Rectal temperature is called is usually known as it is an accurate body temperature reading. A rectal or ear temperature reading will be a little higher than the oral reading. A temperature taken in the armpit will be little lower than the oral reading. The most accurate way to measure temperature is to take rectal reading. To get an accurate value, you need to take temperature from rectal reading. But most of the cases, it will be difficult to take rectal temperature. Eighth question, which temperature route is the most convenient for adults? Which temperature route is the most convenient for adults? Oral, axillary, rectal, all of the above. While considering accuracy and convenient method. Correct answer, oral method. Oral method is the most convenient for adults. A rectal temperature can be taken on individual of all ages, but it may be uncomfortable. And thus, oral temperature measured with a thermometer placed under the tongue is the most convenient and comfortable type of temperature measurement for adults. How long should you wait after drinking hot water for taking an oral temperature? How long should you wait after drinking hot water for taking oral temperature? 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. So after drinking hot water, how long you should wait for taking oral temperature? That is only for taking oral temperature. Correct answer, 30 minutes. After drinking hot water, you need to wait for 30 minutes for taking oral temperature. If you have been eating or drinking hot or any food, hot water or any other hot food materials, you need to wait for 30 minutes before you take a oral temperature. So that is what it is mentioned. If you are taken a hot food or water, you need to wait for 30 minutes before taking oral temperature. 10th question, formula to convert temperature from Celsius to Fahrenheit. Formula to convert temperature from Celsius to Fahrenheit. F minus 32 multiplied by 5 by 9. F minus 22 multiplied by 5 by 9. F minus 36 multiplied by 5 by 9. F minus 26 multiplied by 5 by 9. Formula to convert temperature from Celsius to Fahrenheit. Correct answer, F minus 32 multiplied by 5 by 9. Next question. The normal human body's temperature is 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. In the Celsius scale, it is. The normal human body's temperature is 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. In the Celsius scale, it is 30 degrees Celsius, 37 degrees Celsius, 42 degrees Celsius, 32 degrees Celsius. Correct answer, 37 degrees Celsius. Very easy question. Next question. Normal human body's temperature is 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. That is in Kelvin scale. Normal human body temperature is 98 degree Fahrenheit. In Kelvin scale, it is 320 Kelvin, 300 Kelvin, 308 Kelvin, 310 Kelvin. Correct answer, 310 Kelvin. A Kelvin scale is a temperature scale having an absolute zero below which temperature do not exist. A Kelvin scale is a temperature scale having an absolute zero below which temperature do not exist. Absolute zero or 0 degree Kelvin is the temperature at which molecular energy is a minimum, and it corresponds to temperature of minus 273.15 degree Celsius. So absolute zero or 0 degree Kelvin means minus 273.15 degree Celsius. Next, 13th question. Liquid used in the thermometer is. Liquid used in the thermometer is sulfur, mercury, sodium chloride, potassium chloride. Correct answer, mercury. The question answer is important, but you need to understand the reason. So that is what here mentioned. It is used in the thermometer. Mercury is used in the thermometer because it has higher coefficient of expansion. Why mercury is used in thermometer means it has high coefficient of expansion. Hence, the slightest change in the temperature is notable when it is used in a thermometer. So, mercury is used because it has higher coefficient of expansion. So, the slightest change in temperature is notable when it is used in a thermometer. It has also high boiling point, which makes it is very suitable to measure higher temperature. It is also has high boiling point, which makes it very suitable to measure higher temperatures. 14th question. In relation with the core temperature, oral temperature tends to be. In relation with the core temperature, oral temperature tends to be higher, lower, equal, cannot be differentiated. Correct answer, lower. In relation with the core body temperature, oral temperatures tend to be lower. It is lesser than the core temperature. Relative to core temperature, oral temperature tends to be about 0.5 degrees Celsius to 1 degree Celsius lower, and again axillary temperature up to 1 degree Celsius lower to oral temperature. While rectal temperature, probably because of fecal bacterial metabolism, it averages about 0.5 degrees Celsius higher. Because of fecal bacterial metabolism, rectal temperature averages about 0.5 degrees Celsius higher than the oral temperature. It is usually more than 0.5 degree Celsius higher than the oral temperature. 15th question. The variance between the highest and lowest core temperature in a given day is usually not more than. the variance between or the difference between the highest and lowest core temperature in a given day is usually not more than 1 degree to 1.5 degrees Celsius, 1.5 degrees Celsius to 2 degrees Celsius, 0.5 degrees Celsius to 1 degree Celsius, 2 degrees Celsius to 2.5 degree Celsius. The difference between the highest and lowest core body temperature in a given day. So correct answer is 1 degree Celsius to 1.5 degree Celsius in a particular day, or in a 24 hours there will be maximum body temperature variation between 1 degree to 1.5 degree Celsius. It may differ among individual but should be consistent in each person's. Next question. The subjective report of shivering or shaking associated with rapid changes in body temperature is called. The subjective reports of shivering or shaking associated with rapid changes in body temperature is called rigor, chills, both of the above, none of the above. Correct answer, chills. The subjective reports of shivering or shaking associated with rapid changes in body temperature is called chills. Chills are the subjective reports of shivering or shaking associated with rapid changes in body temperature. The results from involuntary muscle contractions that occurs in response to a sudden lowering of body temperature below the prevailing set points. The result from involuntary muscle contractions that occur in response to a sudden lowering of body temperature below the prevailing set points. So that time chills will be activated by hypothalamus. Last question for today. A profound chills with piloerections associated with teeth chattering and severe shivering is termed as. A profound chill with piloerections associated with teeth chattering and severe shivering is termed as rigor, chills, fits, none of this. Correct answer is rigor. Rigor is known as a profound chills with piloerection associated with teeth chattering and severe shivering is termed as rigor. A sudden attack of severe shivering accompanied by a feeling of coldness, that is chills, is called a rigor and is associated often with a marked rise in body temperature. A sudden attack of severe shivering accompanied by a feeling coldness is called rigor and is associated often with a marked rise in body temperature. It may be described by patients as an attack of uncontrollable shaking. Rigor is described by patients as an attack of uncontrollable shaking. So one more question is there. Which among the following drug can be cause increase in the body temperature? Which among the following drug can cause increase in the body temperature? Amphotericin B, phenytoin sodium, penicillin, all of the above. Which among the following drugs can cause increase in the body temperature? Correct answer, all of the above drugs will cause increase in temperature. The drug that can increase body temperature are most commonly amphotericin B. Nowadays it is used for mucormycosis infection, and antihistamines, aspergillus, barbiturates, bleomycin sulfate, methyl dopa, penicillin, phenytoin sodium, procainamide, quinidine sulfate and salicylates. These are the drugs that will usually cause increase in body temperature. So that is about today's video. So if you like this video, means share with your friends and don't forget to subscribe our channel, The Nurse. And one more thing, please download our Android application, The Nurse Academy, and we will upload more questions and videos in there, and you can download the Android application and you can join with us with NIMANS nursing officer exam preparation. Thank you.